Welcome to Handicap on Black in America. I'm your host, Ramon Roan. First of all, I'd like to thank you for this, for watching our videos, and I'd also thank you for subscribing to our channel. We appreciate your support. Title of this video is Black Men Turning Gay Because of Single Parents, Single Mothers. Now, I know this is important. I believe that the breakdown of our family is due to large part because of the broken home. It really does take two to raise children. If they're not in the same home, you still need to have an active life. If you're a father, you need to be active in both in your son and your daughter's life. Both are equally important. And what happens is that John gave me a book, and I tell you right now, I tell John this all the time, a book called Whatever Happened to Daddy's Little Girl. It impacted my life and changed my thoughts on who I would marry. Because the importance of the father in the home is critical if you want to have a healthy relationship with the opposite sex. And I say opposite sex. Now, when you have, I tend to be, I'm probably on Facebook almost every day. And what I would see on Facebook is, I mean, we're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, or back in those days when God said the men were lovers of themselves and God couldn't find but 6 people. Noah was the only righteous one at the time. Because what I see on Facebook and what's going on in this country today, in this world today, when you have men out there shaking their tails like it's a woman, that's a problem. Now, I can't say that it's probably, and I'm not a psychologist, and Dr. Umar Johnson, he is a psychologist, and he was the one that, you check out this video, that he's the one that's making the statements that the impact of not having fathers inside the home, it does impact that child on how they relate to the opposite sex, or how they don't relate to the opposite sex. So when you have a mother that is, and I saw this when I'm seeing this on some of these videos that you can pull up on YouTube, that you have a mother doing the twerking, which I'm getting tired of seeing twerking. And don't get me wrong, I love watching women. I mean, I love watching women. But however, I'm getting tired of seeing these videos. And when you see these videos, you see little kids in the same room with the mother twerking. So now, and when I'm thinking little kids, I'm not talking about little girls. I'm talking about little boys that are inside the room or inside the video with these mothers doing this dance called the twerk. So now, we want to understand why these boys are acting or going gay. Well, you have to look at what's going on in the home. How are our young people, how are we raising our kids? And that's very important. If we're talking about the next generation, how are we raising these kids is going to be critical on how we proceed as a race of people. We're sitting in here thinking about, oh, it's okay for little Junior to wear his mother's shoes. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. No, he's not going to wear his. Look, that young man needs to see the example. That little boy needs to see the example of a man. Look, in the Lion Kingdom, the Pride of Lions. Let me tell you something. The male lion is the example for that cub lion who's a male. That's his example. He's not going to act like the female lion. No, his job, matter of fact, when they say king of the jungle, he is the apex predator, the lion. The man, he was raised from, his job is to protect the pride. How can he protect the pride when he's acting like a woman? You can't. How can you look? The woman is supposed to be looking for her husband to be protection. How can she look for these gay men to protect her when they want what she wants? Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that. So I'm saying is that we as a race, we've fallen, man, we have adopted. Look, Malcolm X said this, and he's one of my favorites. He said that we are now adopting the culture. We're putting it in their culture, and the bad stuff that's in their culture, meaning the Anglo-Saxon culture, and we put it inside the black culture. And we can't afford it. We really can't afford to continue to have to break one. We've already been impacted with the 450 some odd years of slavery and racism. And so that impacted the family. And to allow us to say, hey, I want to be like the Europeans. No, we can't afford that. We don't have, look, it's only been around 50 years since the Civil Rights Act was passed to where we were actually legally, we were now not, you can't discriminate against us. But we still have a long ways to go. And we're bringing in some stuff that was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. We don't need that. We need strong black families. If we want to have strong leadership in the future, 50 years from now, we need to be planning for the future. It's sad to say that we're going to have a bunch of gay men that they're not going to be looking to father no child. They're going to be looking to fulfill their lustful needs, instead of trying to help raise the family for next generation. And I would hate to say that, I'm sorry, but I don't think there's a gay man that I would say, oh yeah, he would be a good father. Don't see that. I just don't see that. I don't. Maybe you do. And look, if you're gay and you're offended, so be it. So be it. I'm sorry, but the fact is that I think it was a movie called Milk, about the Harvey Milk, the guy in Los Angeles, the guy in San Francisco, said that the politician said that as long as you could never have a child with a man sleep with a man, and the man said, well, we'll just keep on trying until we do. Well, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And we need to have strong black families. We need to have strong black families in this country so that we can have a better or brighter future. Right now, with the amount of this madness that's going on in our black family, until we can have marriages between a husband and a wife, when we can have that and they producing offspring, we can have a better society. But the society that we have, guess what? If you don't believe it, if you don't believe in the Bible or not, Jesus is coming soon. You better be ready. This has been another edition of Handicapped Born Black in America. Please subscribe to this channel and even make a comment. Even if you don't like it, hey, make a comment anyway. My time is up. I thank you for yours.